Hello, we are back for another video. Thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Ooh, I kind of been out and about today, guys. Hanging out with the family, doing some stuff, and still trying to get tea. I'm always pulling up stuff looking for some tea because I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know if I'm becoming obsessed of this. I don't know. But I've been trying to make sure I have all the juicy stuff so that when we're talking, I can go back and refer and because I like to play you guys stuff so that you guys can kind of see that I'm not just making stuff up along the way, that this is like some really juicy, crazy stuff that's going on. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, I've been kind of getting that out the way. Ran across some more juicy info that I'm gonna share with you guys tonight as well. Yeah. we I've been with my shovel again, guys. digging. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, let's go ahead and get the banner up there, okay, so that we will be covered under the Fair Use Act. All right. So everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Fair use and entertainment. All right. Let's take it down for now. All right, so let's get into the show. All right, so Miss Tiffany Haddish, for those of you who were under a rock, let's pull it from this source because I think this is a little more info on this. Tiffany Haddish, guys, have been arrested today, okay? She was arrested for DWI, okay? Shout out to TMZ because, well, I've seen it in several outlets, but I'm going to pull theirs. They do have the video. Shout out to them. Let's play it. Shout out to TMZ. That is Tiffany Haddish being led to the police car. She is arrested, guys. That is Tiffany Haddish being arrested and taken to the police car. Okay. Shout out to TMZ for the footage. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what they're saying. Introducing the yeah. Shut up. All right. So they're saying that Tiffany Haddish is facing a DUI charge in Beverly Hills after she allegedly fell asleep behind the wheel. My God. Now they're saying that Beverly Hills Police Department police officers rather put Tiffany in handcuffs, as you just saw, as she was arrested early Friday morning. That the actress and comedian was not involved in an accident, but cops say that they got a call around 5:45 a.m. about someone stopped in the middle of Beverly Drive. So she in the middle of the damn road, knocked the hell out. Apparently slumped over the wheel while her car was still running. Okay. It says the cops responded to the scene, and as you can see, Tiffany went peacefully as she was arrested. It says that we're told that she will be cited for DUI and released later today. All right. It says that she had performed at the Laugh Factory in West Hollywood Thursday night at the club's 43rd annual free Thanksgiving feast for the community. Okay. So that's her at the Laugh Factory performing, telling all of her corny, non-funny jokes, because she's not funny to me. I'm sorry. Did anybody think Tiffany Haddish is funny? Anybody? I promise I ain't gonna be mad if you say yeah. I promise I will not be mad if you say that she is funny. I don't find her funny. She's not one of those comedians that's funny to me. But now they're saying that this is the second DUI arrest for Haddish, okay, who was also busted under similar circumstances back in January 2022. She might have a problem. She might need to be checking into a rehab or something. That says that the first one happened in Atlanta, okay. So yeah, she's still out here on her bullshit, girl, honey. They said she was cited on Peachtree City in Atlanta, and they also responded to a call of someone sleeping behind the wheel. Same stuff, guys. They says that when they responded to the area that they found Tiffany pulled into a neighborhood this time, knocked the hell out in her car asleep. She was booked for DUI and improper stopping on a roadway, and according to court records, that she's scheduled to go to trial December 4th for that case. Okay. Now that says, as y'all see y'all putting no in the comments. It says, as for this morning's arrest, that we reached out to Tiffany's camp, and of course they did not reach back. This is her 2022 mugshot when she was arrested the first time for DUI. Shout out again to TMZ because that's obviously where we see it. Okay. Child, she's smiling like she's happy to be there too. Child, Tiffany, you might need to go on and get a little help, sis, because you are doing what they call the most. All right. And while we're on Tiffany, it looks like she's spazzing out here in this video. Let me go ahead and share that. Okay. Shout out to Tasha K.
Ask me to do shit just in case. Oh, she's a nice person. Tiffany's so nice and so sweet. That nice shit. That nice shit. I'm tired of being fucking nice to you raggedy fuckers. And y'all lazy. Lazy. Stop being so fucking lazy. I'm just tired of people playing with me.
Not me. Okay.
Don't nobody want to work for free. I don't even ask people to work for free. Especially if I've ever paid you one day, if you ever did any work for me directly and I paid you or I offered to pay you, don't be expecting me to show up for nothing. Leave my whole damn state to go to a whole nother state, not even a direct flight, and you want to get the amount of money these people want to give me. I can make that money. I could go to one comedy club and make 17 times that amount of money in 30 minutes. I'm sick of being nice. If there's any kids watching this, I'm sorry, kids. But you know your value and don't let nobody, even if they're your friend, even if it's somebody you love, do not let them use you. I guess I got a little jealousy because I hate when I'm working so hard. Like I'm doing all this hard work and then people are eating off of me and then things are falling through the cracks and I'm being treated not well and they're on yachts.
Yeah. She was snapping off, okay? She said people eating off her. She's tired of people using her. Not sure if that's contributing to her drinking issue, but sis, you may want to go ahead and get what they call some help now, okay? While we're on Tiffany, there's more. Now, they said that Tiffany Haddish's ex-friend says that she wants to expose how evil and desperate for fame that Tiffany is in her $1 million defamation lawsuit. So she is being sued in a $1 million defamation suit from her, obviously her ex-friend. All right. This says that this year has really been rough for Tiffany Haddish. It says a few months ago that it was reported that her former friend of Tiffany was suing the comedian for defamation. It says that now the woman says that despite a judge recently ruling that the details of the case will remain private, says that she still plans to expose Tiffany for the bad person that she allegedly is. With friends like that, baby, you don't need no enemies, okay? Let's continue. This says that Teresa Morris, okay, or Treza Morris, whatever her name is, that's some ghetto shit, says that mother of the child who Tiffany allegedly groomed to do an inappropriate skit with comedian Aries Spears is currently suing Tiffany for $1 million in a defamation lawsuit, rather. Says that she claims that during the original lawsuit against the comedians for the inappropriate skit that they tried to paint her to be an extortionist, which promoted the defamation lawsuit. This says that Morris says that Tiffany is fame hungry and that she won't stop until she has exposed Tiffany to the world, honey. Says that this might be a little harder now. Says that though, after a judge recently ruled that the case is to be handled in arbitration, meaning that it will not be in the public eye, okay? Now they're saying, she says that I wasn't concerned about the case being out the public eye because I'm not personally interested in any exposure. She says that that in a statement, of course, she gave a statement to Radar Online. She says that I was more concerned about the arbitration because I didn't understand the process. Okay, so she is suing. She says, I look forward to presenting concrete evidence of how my daughter and I were bullied into signing the agreement and how she lied about being extorted. She says, I plan on exposing how evil and desperate for fame that Tiffany really is. So her friend is suing Tiffany Haddish for $1 million. So Tiffany, baby, you better keep on doing these whack performances, baby, and getting this money, because it's looking like you might have to pay up if you lose defamation lawsuit against Miss Treza. Yeah, Miss Treza Morris. All right. Treza, what kind of name is that, child? But anywho and anyway, Tiffany, baby, get some help, sis, because it's looking like you got a lot going on in your life out here, sis. And I feel bad for her just a little bit. I do. I feel bad for her just a little bit, but like the song say, baby, you gotta move on. All right, so let's get on to the show, honey. Now there is I was sent something today where a lot of people have been asking, okay, what is going on with Young Miami from City Girls after all this stuff has been coming out about Diddy, and all these women coming out with the whole Cassie case. Y'all know she's been kind of mute. The last time that they did show her, she was out with her kids or whatever, like going to some type of show. She was focused on her kids and she wasn't trying to be talking about this going on with Diddy. They were saying something about Diddy has Miami's phone. There's something in her phone that maybe he doesn't want to get out. So they're saying that she's been, I guess, asking for her phone back from Diddy. He's refusing to get her phone. So he has took over her phone. It's saying, this is some crazy shit. Like, why are you taking over somebody's phone? So they're saying that he still actually has her phone and she's been asking for her phone now. So don't know what that's about, but we know that Diddy likes to be controlling of his women. All right. Says only feel bad for the kids and not right. So she's focused on I guess she says she's focused on her kids now. She really have not come up and spoke about any of the lawsuits that's coming up with Diddy. She's been kind of mute, and maybe that was at his direction. Not sure, but let's keep going, child. All right, so we know that Diddy, we already know that Diddy has this third case that's out now. And they kind of talk about some of the things that's going on in this case. He also had one of his attorneys to come out and say, oh no, Diddy is not accused, he's not guilty of that. They're saying that a spokesperson for Diddy actually speaks out after the third accuser files a lawsuit for sexual assault. He's saying that Mr. Combs is being unfairly targeted by anonymous accusers who lie or who are lying actually for financial gain. Bullshit. Okay. Everybody's saying the same thing. I said it this morning. I said it yesterday, and I will keep saying it as I continue to expose. I feel like these women are not lying. Okay. I feel like they're not lying. And thank you, Cassie. I said it before. Thank you, Cassie, for opening the floodgates and making women feel comfortable with coming forward to speak their truth. Okay. You can't have anything done about it unless you expose the person that is accused of doing these things. And Diddy is looking like you are that dude. All right. So let's get into this particular woman was also saying that she was, y'all see me? CHOKED, choked. Okay. It's looking like he was very rough with this individual. She was saying she was choked. Okay. Yes. But he, according to him, oh, I did nothing. Oh, they're lying on me. They're saying that I did this, and this. But yeah, no, the woman is saying that she was assaulted, and pretty much she was almost kind of like tag team between Diddy and Aaron Hall. Okay. We talked about that. We're gonna get into it. She's saying that there were some hands put around her neck, and someone was squeezing, and it was very uncomfortable. And the person that was named in that was Diddy. Okay. So Diddy, I don't know why you feel like you got to be out here doing that to people, but sir, you might want to take a little break here because it's not looking too good for you. And you're losing out on several different businesses as it relates to your bullshit. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play some stuff. This particular guy, he's going to be talking about some stuff that happened in the industry and some things to look out for that he also experienced. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. And he's very, very, very informational. All right.
You can't tell me he gonna give me $100 million and play with my butt. A lot of these artists don't be real niggas. That shit you see on the record, they not really solid. They not thorough. They never even been through shit. So when they get propositioned and they see a car, they don't know. They don't drink after a nigga. I used to stick niggas up, bro. So I'm always on point, bro. Always on my square. But a nigga that's a square, he don't know. Yeah. So he don't know watch your drink. He don't know. So now he drink behind a nigga. He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in a meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by like 3 niggas. He ain't never been doing shit like that. So he like, damn, what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. Rather than get that story put out, he gonna sign that bad contract. He gonna take that advance, which is recoupable anyway.
Y'all hear that? A lot of that goes on in the industry, and as a means to control. Now we already know that Diddy signed Cassie to a 10-album deal, which is, like I said, unheard of. That's not seriously. Nobody gets that many album deals like at one time. Like that's unheard of. That's slavery. That's music slavery. That's and then for you to even the audacity for you to even put it in a contract. Okay. Now we know that Diddy was said to have filmed most of his encounters, all of his encounters with Cassie, according to the deposition. Okay, so much so until she went ahead and tried to delete said videos, and it was said and alleged in the deposition that he had like backup copies of all the videos that she deleted, and when they were on a plane, he actually played said video that she thought was deleted to her to show her like, you ain't deleted shit. I still got everything. Like, yeah, I know you're embarrassed, and I'm gonna use it as leverage to make you do what I want you to do. And that's what this guy was saying, that they do this. They'll put something in your drink and have you in meetings. And when you kind of buck up and say, yeah, no, I'm not signing shit. I'm not, doing this deal with you guys. Okay, well, let's look at this footage right here. And that's you on some footage that somebody done recorded you while you done took something that your ass didn't even know you took, and coerce you into doing something that you don't want to do business wise. Then you're stuck in a effed up contract, which we know most of Diddy's artists were caught up in effed up contracts. Okay. Like, and many of them have called him out for these said contracts as well. And it's just crazy. Now, one person, okay, sorry, I'm getting messages and everything. All right, so one person who is said to have started Diddy into his evil, wicked ways, I'm going to say Mr. Clive Davis. I pulled some footage that I also want to share with you guys that kind of backs my claim in this, in terms of where Diddy gets what he is doing from, in order to do what he's doing to the females. It was done to him, allegedly through Clive Davis. Let's play it.
Diddy is truly a monster and represents everything that's wrong with the music industry. What most people don't know is that Diddy actually had a mentor that molded him into the monster he is today. Most of you should have heard about the powerful music executive Clive Davis and his contribution to hip-hop. Clive Davis was behind artists like TLC, Whitney Houston, and Brandy. Back in the 90s, Clive Davis actually signed Diddy to a label deal for Bad Boys after Diddy convinced him that hip-hop was going to be the next big mainstream music. The story goes, Diddy was fired from Uptown Records and was looking for a new home for his record company Bad Boys. This is when Diddy ended up meeting Clive Davis, who decided to fund Diddy's Bad Boy vision, taking Diddy under his wing and mentoring him. After becoming Clive's prodigy, Diddy became the mega hip-hop executive and mogul he is today, reaching heights he wouldn't be able to without a man like Clive Davis behind him. Now, the industry for many years has been talking about this meeting between Diddy and Clive Davis, claiming that Diddy did way more than just show music to Clive. According to many in the industry, it was believed that in the 1994 meeting, Diddy actually got on his knees for Clive Davis and did some extracurricular activities for him. It is also alleged that Diddy would then end up secretly dating Clive during this time for 5 years. For years, this has remained an unconfirmed industry rumor that no one really had any proof of for the longest. Well, that all changed back in 2013 when Clive Davis himself wrote in his memoir that he was indeed a bi man who was into men and women, openly confessing that he had secretly dated many men within the industry. This, for most, confirmed the rumors that Diddy had to pay a dark price for it.
Now, that confirms what they were talking about with Christopher Williams, who they said an executive or a secretary at Bad Boy Records walked in on Christopher Williams down on his knees in Diddy's office with Diddy in there when some inappropriate behavior was taking place. And when the lady walked in there, and this is according to Jaguar Wright, you can check her out as well because she put it out there. She says that when the woman walked in, that they didn't even stop doing what they were doing. They were just so into what they were doing, they didn't even realize that the woman had walked in. Okay, Diddy knew the woman was there. Okay, but he didn't flinch. He sat there and continued to do what they were doing. After said encounter, Diddy went to this particular woman and pretty much told her that she had to sign an NDA or she wouldn't have a job. Okay, like, you didn't see anything and you pretty much ain't saying anything, and I need you to sign right here on this NDA or pretty much go ahead and gather your things and you don't have a job anymore. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, okay. Baby, listen. Baby, listen. All right. I've been digging up some real deep stuff today. Yeah. So that's where he's getting it from. So it's the same shit that he's doing to other women. You want this contract? You want to, you want to be able to work for Bad Boy? You want to be able to do this? Okay. I need you to do this first, allegedly. Okay. Let me put my banner up because we about to get deep. Let's put the banner up because we're going to get a little deep here. Oh, yeah. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining. Oh, we about to get a little deep here because I pulled some stuff tonight, baby. I pulled some stuff that is going to, we connecting dots. Then we said that this morning, we are connecting dots. I'm going to continue to connect dots. We talked about Kim Porter this morning and some things that was going on in that situation where I said that I feel like she needs some justice, and I still feel that way. But we're going to continue to uncover and pull the wool off Diddy. All right. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to play for you what a prior, let's see, do I want to play that yet? All right, so this is Aaron Hall. Now, we know that Aaron Hall is listed in a lawsuit with Diddy, okay? I hope this don't get flagged because it's so juicy. Now, y'all know the woman in the lawsuit and said lawsuit with the third woman who was suing Diddy, where she was saying that they went to an after party where Aaron Hall was there. Aaron Hall pretty much had his way with her without her consent, of course. So she was saying that she was RAPED'd. And her friend who was with her also came to said after party. She was violated as well. Now, she was also saying that after Aaron Hall finished doing his business with her, that Diddy came in and did the same thing. But this is the same incident to where she was saying that hands were around her neck, okay? And it was very forcibly. Now, I'm going to play for you. There's an old interview that Aaron Hall actually did where he may have stuck his foot up his own ass in this situation. Because he's trying to say that, yeah, this shit is lies. But according to this interview that he did, I'm gonna say, sir, you kind of telling on yourself a little bit. And he's very braggadocious in terms of what he do to women and how he do what he do to women. Now, we know if you listen to Aaron Hall's music that he is a little, you know, he's a little extra, and you can tell most of his stuff kind of is about bedroom stuff. All right, but let's go ahead and play what he had to say.
To like Denzel Washington,
That's Aaron Hall.
Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas read about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Yeah. Bitch, close your eyes. We anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. Is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Aaron Hall without fucking grabbing off your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch.
Disrespectful as hell. Disrespectful as hell, okay? Oh my God. Go back and listen to some of his lyrics, okay? What's the song? Baby, you can have all of me because I'm not totally free. Y'all know the song. Oh my God. I said, well, that makes sense now. He meant that shit. Giving you a piece of my love. Like, women, are we really taking a piece of some love out here, or do we want all of it? Okay, I'm like Tamar Braxton out here, honey. I don't want no pieces. I want it all. Okay, I don't want no pieces. I want it all. He said he gonna give you a piece of his love. He said he likes to be intimate in public. He want men to see him and see what he working with and how he working. Because there he don't want it to be no misunderstanding in terms of how he put it down. Mm-hmm. Thanks for being here, Dee Dee Darden. She says, I'm back. Thanks for coming back, dear. Did y'all hear that? Now, I ain't going to play it again because it's a little graphic out there. I hope you two don't be tripping with me sharing it. But I said all that to say this. With the lawsuit that is looming, this woman, what she described as she went through, it pretty much lines up with what he's saying in this interview that was pulled from a little bit back that he sat down with. Okay, I want to say he was at... Okay, it says an old interview of Aaron Hall resurfaces after a woman accuses him and Diddy of the R word. Okay, now he's saying that I like to F-U-C-K in public. He says that speak to Puffy or any of them ninjas. Okay, now he's trying to say, hey, Puffy can co-sign this. So does that mean that what this woman was saying was true? Why we got to ask Puffy? And when were you in a situation with Puffy where he can verify these said situations, okay? He is saying, and these are his words, I like to F in public, speak to Puffy or any of them ninjas. They've been to my house, all seen me effing. Now, this woman says she went to an after party at his house where Puffy was also there, where an encounter went down where she was RAPE'd. She and her friend experienced the same thing. So now you can't come out here, sir, and be like, yeah, I don't know about that, because you just sat here and said, ask Puffy. Why we need to ask Puffy? when was Puffy in a situation to where he can verify how you do what you do? What y'all doing that for anyway in the same room? Y'all, it sounds like y'all been doing threesomes. It sounds like y'all been doing some pass arounds. It sounds like y'all been doing some inappropriate shit that both of you guys can verify, which I think is just nasty and damn disgusting. The way you speak of women and how you deal with them is just, I see you putting it there. Thank you, Miss Moore. Scandalous. Disrespectful as hell. Most men don't really kiss and tell like that. Now, some men do be braggadocious when they get with the homies, like, man, yeah, you know, yeah, I did hit that or whatever. But why you in interviews like bragging on your schlong like that, trying to make people think that you know, a whole anaconda out here? And even if you are, we don't care. Like, we really don't care. Like, ask any nigga, they can tell you. Why are you in a room full of men doing that anyway? Which then makes me question your manhood a little bit. If you in said room with all these men and this is going down, like, what is really going on? He said, I'm gonna say it one more time and we're gonna move on. He said, I like to do what I do in public. That's a crime, okay? In public, that's a crime. He said, speak to Puffy or any of them ninjas. They've been to my house and they all seen me effing. That's what the woman said. It was at your house. The after party was at your house and Puffy was there. So did you just verify a case that was just filed against you, sir, for being inappropriate with this woman and RAPE on her? It's looking like you did. So you might be coughing up some money, okay? And or you might be serving a little time behind that, sir, for running your mouth and bragging so much, talking too much. And I don't think we need to be asking Puffy shit, because he got his own problems to be worrying about out here with his third case that he is now facing. All right. Like, sir, it's giving team too much. Oh my God. Now, somebody else who have been speaking out, because I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Pop-ins are supposed to be a little short. I'm going to go over just a little bit because I want to put some information out that I've been digging up, and I want to be able to share that with you guys tonight, okay? Oh my God, it's a lot, Lord. All right, let's get to it. Are y'all enjoying the show so far? I've been trying to have y'all like, oh my God, for real? Yes, for real, okay? Y'all know Aaron Hall and Diddy, they are being sued, okay, in this case with this said woman who came out to accuse them of doing what they did. And it was also her friend as well. So I hope they get justice in that, okay? I'm seeing a New York senator. He's also being accused too of sexual misconduct. They bringing them down, guys. They are bringing them down. Somebody said I'm good with you. Thank you so much, Rose. I'm trying not to be too graphic with it, honey, because y'all know YouTube child be char ripping. All right, so Miss Kimora Simmons, I told you guys she is very, very good friends with Kim. Well, was good friends with Kim Porter. Let me speak of her in past tense because she's not here anymore. She speaks on the fact that she reveals that Russell Simmons and that Russell Simmons and Diddy were actually out grooming women. Okay. Now, she was also groomed. She met Russell Simmons when she was like 15 or so, and he was old as hell. All right. Yeah. She was old as hell. Let me see if I got a picture. Do I have a picture right there? Let me see. Do I have it? I'm always mad when I don't have it. Yeah, Beyonce was groomed as well by Jay-Z. While we're talking about grooming, now, a lot of female artists have been groomed in the industry. Beyonce was 18 years old when she got with Jay-Z. He was 31 years old. If that ain't grooming for your ass, that's grooming. Okay. Yeah. People say, oh, that's cute. They look good together. She was 18. He was 31. Okay. That's a grooming situation. And we already heard about what he was doing in the industry as well. Okay. some inappropriate shit as well. But let's get back to it because I want to go ahead and start playing you guys some information here. Oh my God, Lord Jesus. All right. So let's go ahead and play this. No, I don't want to play her. I don't want her. All right. So, okay, did I want to play that? Because I got so much, y'all. Okay, let me play this one. All right, so this is Gene Deal. Gene Deal is talking about Diddy actually drugging a record executive, okay? This seems like it's something that he does a lot because we keep hearing stuff like that. Somebody said, I just want to thank you for bringing this tea. Yes, ma'am, Miss Charlene Matthews. I'm going to definitely do that. All right, so let's back this thing up, baby, because I want y'all to get all this. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue for this tea.
Yeah, this lawsuit is wild, man. You know, she also claims that, you know, Diddy, he was trying to control her personal life. And, you know, she was scared of losing her record deal if she refused his demands. I could believe that. Yo, bro. I never seen him treat Ms. Lopez like that.
Mina Jennifer. That's Gene
You
Deal.
understand?
Okay.
Even when he was going behind her back and still dealing with Kim. He didn't want Kim to deal with nobody, bro. Like I said, I can't speak on Cassie on her statements like that, but I can reflect on the way he treated Kim. We would leave Jennifer's house. He would call a babysitter. If Kim was out on the town, we was going to every spot in New York City that the babysitter thought she was at. Do you hear me?
That's some crazy shit.
Even when he wasn't dealing with her, he wanted complete control over her life, over what she did and how she did it.
Mm.
So that's not hard to believe. And plus, she was way younger than Kim. Wow, man. And me looking at this lawsuit, she say that, you know, Diddy, he forced her to do drugs. I mean, she recalled a time where, you know, Diddy gave her a blue pill, and later on she found out that it was ecstasy. That's one of Diddy's MO. I know a former record executive during the time that they gave Donna Ross that anniversary in California. One of his former record executives met with him. And I guess she was trying to pray with him or whatever.
Mm.
But he tried to give him a pill.
Him.
That's his MO. He just showed you his hand. That's his MO, bro. All I can say is that he financed and supported the same thing he did with Cassie. Cassie is the same thing he did with Kim.
I told y'all that this morning.
Made sure that the drugs was there. And speaking of financing, right, she also said in this lawsuit that, you know, after Diddy would abuse her, he would buy her gifts. I remember times going to, you know, he would never let us see him do the things to Kim. You know what I'm saying? Because unless we was in the hotel, because when he was in the hotel, when we went away, Puff always had the presidential suite. I had the suite right next to him. Like in the Swiss Hotel, the Ritz-Carlton, wherever we stayed at, stuff like that. Always stayed next to him because I was the one who had to open the door, let people in, let people out. When we go to Detroit, wherever we went, always had the room next to him. So my door had always had to stay open to the suite. So you wouldn't see him physically abuse them but they may come out the room and you could tell something had happened. It's certain people that he wouldn't do his bullshit around. Heavy D, Wolf, and myself. But you could tell the after effect. So it's plenty of times that Gene, Kim ordered something at Gucci or whatever like that, and I had to go pick it up. Not saying that it was because he abused her all the time.
All the time.
But that's a form of what all rich billionaires, millionaires, rich bitches do when they do something to these girls.
Buy them expensive gifts.
Buy them off. Pay them off. I got you, Mom. Look. Some guys think these girls will get their whooped by regular dudes in the street. Why not get your ass whooped by a millionaire? You'll get something out of it. Which is crazy.
It's the Six Flags. What y'all think about that? Hurry. So Kim went through the same thing that Cassie went through, guys. I kept telling y'all. When I saw the white nail polish, I said, ha, 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 ha. There is the signs. There's the trait. There's the dots connecting there, because that's what he liked to see his women in, that white nail polish. There's this. People like that don't change their stripes. They continue to do the same thing. They just switch people. But I saw somebody put it in the chat. What was so different with J-Lo? Okay. I think J-Lo was a celebrity. She had a little bit more influence. She had her own people that she could go to for a little bit more for protection or whatever. Plus, she's a Puerto Rican chick. Okay. Which means she ain't like one of us, because we are the most disrespected. Black women are the most disrespected. So he could do that shit to us and get away with it. Okay. He couldn't have done that to a woman who already had her own shit like J-Lo. She didn't need him. She dated him because she wanted to. She wasn't controlled by Diddy. She had her own shit. She had her own car, own house, everything. She was just dating him. And then once she found out that she was just one of many, after that situation with the club powing, she got the hell on, because it was easy for her to walk away. She didn't need him. With Kim, Diddy kept his women in positions to where they needed him. He paid for their home. When Kim Porter passed, and I told y'all this morning, she was living in one of his homes where the mortgage was being paid by him. Okay. All of her cars, all of her vehicles, all of those things were financed through him. Same with Cassie. Cassie was staying in one of his nice, luxurious, high-rise apartments. The car she was driving was his car. It was her car, but he was financing it. So it made it harder for these women to break away and leave, because you got to find a new place to stay. You got to find a new car, starting all the way over when this person is controlling your money. J-Lo didn't have that issue with Diddy. Yes, he gave her gifts, but J-Lo had her own. She was she was doing music. She was doing acting. She had a lucrative career to where her money was set and she could move how she wanted to without Diddy's, giving her the okay. No, you can't go here. No, you can't go there. He could tell her that shit, but she had money in the bank to where if she wanted to get in her car and peel the hell out and not have to look back and get permission, she didn't have to do that shit unless she just wanted to. That is the difference between J-Lo and people like Cassie, who was being controlled by Diddy, and Kim Porter. Okay. She was a little more independent with her stuff. She was just a girlfriend, one of many. Okay. All right. So I was telling you guys that the reason that Puffy did not like, let me get to the picture. The reason why Diddy did not like Tupac is because Tupac actually dated Diddy's baby mama, who is Chance's. She has a daughter named Chance by Diddy. Okay. Yeah, she used to date Tupac, and they kept a close relationship up until Tupac actually passed away. She would be going to parties and stuff where Tupac would be. They still got along even after they broke up, but she was very young. She was a teenager when she got with Tupac. I do have a picture where I can show you guys that. Let me go ahead and pull that up. All right, that's her. You can look at her and tell she was really young. That's her. That's Tupac laying back on her. All right. This is Tupac and Sarah Chapman, Puffy's baby mama, on vacation in Honolulu, Hawaii. It says that she actually dated Tupac before getting involved with Puffy. You guys see that? That is proof. We talked about it this morning, and we like to share our tea. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why Puffy did not like that, because as y'all know, he don't like his women to fraternize with other men. Okay, for no situation whatsoever. But she was still cool with him, so that kind of sparked and helped spark some of the rivalry between Tupac and Diddy. Okay, that's one of the reasons why he couldn't stand him, was because he still had a relationship, probably not sleeping with her, but probably, okay, with her. And she also was involved in said threesomes as well, because Gene Deal, who was saying he was told to hold the door when Sarah was actually in the room. This is the Sarah that we were talking about the other night, not Sarah from Making the Band. All right, so I stand corrected on that. But this is the Sarah that we were talking about, who was in the room when Gene Deal, the one that I just played you, the ex-bodyguard of Diddy, was standing outside said hotel room when she was in there with two other people. Diddy was in there as well, okay? And she was in there having a whole threesome, okay? And taking ecstasy and everything else that they do in these rooms, all right? With all kind of plugs and stuff up in there, because they said that that's his specialty. That's what he likes. All right, but let's go ahead and get on it too, because there's more. Y'all enjoying this tea? And I like to show receipts, because I don't want nobody saying, Carol making shit up over there. No, we're not doing that. We're never going to do that. All right. Let's continue. Now, Kimora Lee Simmons, honey, says that Russell Simmons helped Diddy groom and abuse women. All right. So let's go ahead and get that up. All right. Let's go ahead and get that up. Because I've been pulling a lot of stuff, so y'all bear with me, okay? Let's get past this ad. I figured Russell Simmons was in some shit, because, like I said, when I saw how young Kimora was, I said that's grooming. Kimora speaking.
Probably too young bride. So I had these kids very early.
Sean Diddy Combs allegedly
threatened
to hit Kimora Lee Simmons, who was pregnant at the time.
They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on the chopping block and something was going on.
Kimora Lee Simmons has broken her silence on growing allegations about Diddy being involved in trafficking alongside other high-profile industry men, and she allegedly believes her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, is one of them. In 2017, multiple women accused Russell of SA, with the youngest alleged victim being just 17. And then months later, Russell moved to Indonesia, a country that doesn't have any extradition treaty with the U.S. Now, as you all know by now, Diddy's ex, Cassie, accused Diddy of trafficking, SA, and DV in a bombshell lawsuit, which probably to avoid the discovery phase in trial. So after Cassie's story blew up, a lot of people pointed out that it sounded very similar to what Kimora Lee went through with Russell Simmons. See, Russell was 35 when he met Kimora, who was 15 or 16, while Diddy was 37 when he allegedly started grooming 19-year-old Cassie. Kimora also accused Russell earlier this year of mistreating her and their two daughters, and one of the daughters provided receipts to show Russell as a dangerous and violent man. And then when you add all this to the fact that Kimora was a close friend of Diddy's late girlfriend, Kim Porter, it really makes you wonder how deep this rabbit hole goes. So now that Kimora is speaking out on Cassie's lawsuit, will this get the ball rolling to expose all these alleged traffickers in the music industry? And could this also lead to Kim Porter's case being reopened? Let's break it down. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diddy may have settled the lawsuit with Cassie, but this is definitely not the end, because Cassie opened a can of worms, and by making her story public, she encouraged other people to speak out against Diddy's alleged crimes. One of these people is Kimora Lee, who just broke her silence on Cassie's lawsuit and hinted that Diddy is finally getting the karma he deserves. One day after Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy, alleging years of DV, SA, and trafficking, Kimora shared a story with the message, "As you sow, so shall you reap." Meanwhile, an old interview with Kimora resurfaced surfaced where she spoke about how Diddy once threatened to kill her while she was pregnant. Back in 2004, Kimora talked about this incident with the New York Magazine, and interestingly, she mentioned her then-husband, Russell Simmons, suggesting that Diddy copied Russell in everything. The article states, there was a nasty cloudburst when Kimora said something to Combs, and he threatened to hit her. And then Kimora added, and I was pregnant. The moron. The article goes on to say that Diddy got down on his knees in public to apologize, and Kimora said, I appreciate knowing that everything he does is emulating my husband. Now, Diddy and Russell were very close for years, and Russell was a regular at Diddy's infamous parties. Diddy and Russell also reportedly used to vacation together back when Kim Porter was still alive. But what's really disturbing are the similarities between Russell's relationship with Kimora and Diddy with Cassie. Kimora was just 15 or 16 when she met 35-year-old Russell, and they started dating shortly after. Russell later claimed that they didn't begin dating until Kimora turned 18, and back in 2020, he wrote this on Instagram. She was legal at 17, but she turned 18 that May. Her mother and her manager, Bethan Hardison, approved, supported, and rushed us. We really didn't need a push. But as many fans pointed out, nothing Russell says makes him look innocent, because a 35-year-old man dating an 18-year-old girl may be legal, but it's still predatory. Anyway, Russell and Kimora got married in 1998, and they share 2 daughters, Ming Lee and Aoki Lee. However, Kimora and Russell's marriage was rocky from the start due to Russell's controlling behavior and anger outbursts. In 2008, Kimora filed for divorce, but that's when the real nightmare started, and Russell allegedly began harassing and threatening her and their daughters. After she initially tried to keep this away from the public to protect her daughters, Kimora reached a boiling point earlier this year and went on Instagram Live to expose Russell for mistreating them for years.
He's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. But I think it comes a time when you guys have to ask yourself, why are these women, young women, not supportive or not really trying to hear that? Or what have they gone through? What have they seen that they, that has turned them off or that has put a bad taste in their mouth? We've seen a lot lately over the years.
Kimora revealed that despite having zero involvement in their daughters' lives, Russell continued to post photos of the girls on social media, trying to convince the public he's a good dad.
This person has not been to any events, did not come to graduation, no, he wasn't particularly wanted, but no one stopped you, hasn't sent a flower or a gift or a kind word.
By the way, doesn't this remind you of the way Diddy always talks about how much he loved Kim Porter? Whenever someone goes out of their way to shove love and positivity in everyone's face, 9 times out of 10, they're covering up something. But it gets worse. Kimora later shared a series of stories explaining why she decided to expose Russell, and she claimed that he threatened to unalive her kids. One of Kimora's daughters, Aoki, later confirmed all this and claimed she had evidence of Russell harassing them.
And if he says one thing that disagrees with me, I will post it all because he does it. I have videos of him saying awful things that no one should have to hear about anyone they know, much less their mother. He has called me names. He has called us all house of all you. He has called us terrible things. All because I wouldn't take his side.
Now, another interesting thing Kimora mentioned in her live is that Russell was broke and she supported him for years.
I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years. Myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts, so if whenever somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, we can talk about it. We can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts.
And this could explain why Russell fled to Bali after multiple women came forward in 2017 accusing him of SA. He knew he didn't have the money or connections to fight this in court. Just months after SA allegations surfaced, Russell sold his properties in the US, moved to Bali, and reinvented himself as a yoga teacher. And if you look at his Instagram, he now constantly shares posts about love and spirituality. Again, doesn't this remind you of someone?
Love, I changed my name to Showing Love Combs. I'm serious about love, y'all. I'm all in on love. I decided
I'm just going to just be loved all the way.
Diddy, however, has different kinds of money. And sadly, we've seen time and time again how these ultra rich and powerful people get away with doing the worst types of crimes. By the way, this is also something that Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, mentioned a few years ago when he said that he tried to pitch a book about Diddy, Russell, and other shady industry men. And he was told they could go after Russell, but not Diddy. Oh, and Gene also mentioned something about Diddy and Jay-Z covering up for Russell.
People was disgusted on how Jay-Z came and Puff is coming out for Russell Simmons. They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on the chopping block and something was going on.
Fans are now urging Kimora to reveal everything she knows about Diddy and Russell, and they're speculating these trafficking allegations go all the way to the top in Hollywood. One fan said, the way it was described in the lawsuit about Diddy filming Cassie on multiple devices, adjusting the candles, and wearing masks while she was essayed, sounds like some called ritual-ish. I think he was filming to show other ritualettes. And another person added, something else will come out about Diddy by March, April 2024. Don't be surprised if Kimora Lee Simmons will speak on something she saw. But let us know if you think Diddy and Russell were covering up for each other. And do you think Kimora knows more about Diddy's alleged crimes?
Sure do.
Comment down below. And don't miss out on this.
Boom. All right, so let's pause. Now, if you guys just heard the very last part where they said that something is getting ready to come out, don't be surprised if more of this comes out March, April. Now, did we not play with the medium? And not that I'm saying I believe everything that a medium says. She says around Easter time next year, around Easter time is when Diddy's fate will hit. That's not a coincidence. It's okay. Y'all remember. So now it's looking like that is why Russell Simmons fled to go to Bali, because he knew he didn't have the finances to fight what was coming up against him. A lot of women were saying that they were being trafficked and essayed and mistreated and abused by Russell. Now, Kimora have already come out to say that she went through some of the same treatment, kind of like what Cassie and them were going through, because she met Russell at 15 when Russell was trying to say that Kimora's family kind of rushed her into it, which they probably did because he had money at the time. Russell had a lot of money, okay? Russell had a lot of money back then. During the time that he and Kimora first started dating, but she was fresh out of high school. Fresh out of high school. She was groomed like a lot of these girls. Cassie was groomed, like I told y'all. She was taught how to dumb herself down and how to act in certain situations when she's around Diddy, even though he's kind of acting out like I showed y'all the video when she stuck her hand out to shake the guy's hand and Diddy looked at her like this, gave her that look, and then grabbed her and kind of pulled her in like this. She's conditioned herself and she's learned the ways of Diddy and how he wants her to act. She has no control over herself, how she looks, what she dresses, what she dresses in, what she eats, like nothing. He controlled every aspect of her life. Y'all remember when he told her to cut her hair because he liked it. He didn't like her breast implants because he felt they were too big, and he made her get them redone the next day. These are things that people who are in control of women who are traffickers, they control every aspect of said person's life. They don't have a say-so. They don't have a say-so. Now, like they were saying, Cassie was saying that the essays, the FOs that she was involved in with Diddy that he made her do, the men had to come in with these weird masks on, and the lady just said here that it was like some type of ritual that Diddy would film these things and show it to higher ups because they got pleasure out of watching this person being abused, sexually abused. Okay, yeah, they got pleasure out of watching that. And I told y'all about how 50 Cent came out and said, hey, Diddy was actually sending me pictures and videos of Cassie, and he had to ask her like, dude, ain't this your woman? Why you sending me pictures and videos of your woman? Like, that's revenge P, because like I said before, she did not give consent of that. And it's looking like the same thing was going on with Kim. I'm connecting the dots. This is the same shit that was going on with all of his women that he was messing with. Okay. Yes. All right. So I was telling you guys about the baby mama. Okay. I was telling y'all about the baby mama. Let me get her name right quick because I don't want to leave that out. That's some real juicy stuff there. Okay. Dana Tran. All right. The baby mama who I talked to you guys about that was saying that while she was pregnant, that Diddy came to her house, they had some type of verbal altercation, and he put hands on her and was like stomping on her, whatever, he was abusing her. So she also did a couple of videos, interviews rather, with Tasha K. She sat down with Tasha K and told her story. My thing is this, ma'am. You were helping Diddy spy on, and I talked about it a little bit this morning. She was helping Diddy spy on Kim Porter, okay, with the direction of Diddy. Dana Train, okay, her name is Dana Train, or Tron, or however you want to say her name. They were saying that she was told by Diddy to track Kim Porter, okay, wherever she went, wherever she drove, she was supposed to follow Kim around. Okay, that was her job. That was her job. She's also Diddy's 7th baby mama, okay? She had a baby by Diddy. She's Diddy's 7th baby mama. You can look her up. She's a beautiful Korean-looking girl. Her name is Dana Tran, okay? She is Diddy's 7th baby mother. And she was also jealous of Kim Porter because Kim was getting perks that she was not able to get. She wanted more children with Diddy. She wanted Kim Porter's life. She idolized Kim because Kim was seen like the main chick. Diddy loved Kim, but he would be seen out in public with Cassie because Cassie was just like beautiful on his arm. And like I told you guys before, Diddy only hung out with bad women. Like another woman that he was trying to deal with, he told her, you got to go get some stuff done to your face, because she had like little bumps or whatever on her face. He was telling her, you got to go get that shit fixed. Like, I ain't about to be seen out in public with that. What's these breakouts? You got to go see a doctor and get that fixed, because you can never go on any red carpet with me or be seen in public with me. All of his women had to be flawless. All of his women had to be flawless. Anytime you saw Cassie, she was flawless. Now, you started seeing some very sinister, sadistic looks in Cassie once she shaved the side of her head, okay? Once she shaved the side of her head. Let me see if I got the picture. Now, she looks beautiful. Cassie looks beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. And you can tell a difference in her now that she's left Diddy. Let me show a recent picture. This was days ago that she stepped out since the actual lawsuit, okay? This is a most recent picture of Cassie. Look at how radiant she looks right now. She looks free. She looks radiant. She looks peaceful. She looks happy. Her smile does not look forced. This is Cassie, like 1 or 2 days ago when she just stepped out to an event, okay? Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. All right, now let me show y'all the picture when she was with Diddy, because there's a difference in how she looks, okay? Her smiles, when she was in pictures, she looked forced. Somebody said, awesome job, Real. Thank you so much, Miss Linda Cable. Let's go ahead and put you up there for a super chat, dear, okay? All right, let me pull up Cassie with a shaved head. All right. So y'all can see the difference. Let me show y'all how she looked unhappy, and it was something that looked kind of off, like she had some kind of evil something in her, because y'all know when you're sleeping with that many people, you have all these evil spirits that's in you, and Diddy was doing that mess on purpose. It's kind of like a ritual, okay? All right, so let me get that pulled up. It was something about her eyes. It was something about her. It was just something about her. I just didn't like that look about her. She just looked lost. It was something about the way she looked with her head shaved like that. Okay. Let me find the picture that I was looking for, because I said, OMG, she looked. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. Does that look like the same person? Does that look like the same person that I just showed y'all? Does that look like the same person? He was slowly morphing her into a man, because that's what he's attracted to. He was slowly morphing this beautiful, young, vivacious woman into looking like a man. Forced smile. That's a forced smile. That's not a smile that says, oh, I'm happy to be here. That's not what that's saying. That's not what that's giving. Okay? That's not what that's giving. Even in pictures when they're seen together. Let's show a picture of them together with her hair shaved. Okay? Because she was not happy. That was one of the worst, and she talked about it. That was one of the worst moments of her life, when her head had to be shaved. Okay? All right? Let me pull up one with her and Diddy while her hair was shaved. And you can actually see how she looked being with him. Here it is, right here. Yes, thank God I found it. Something looks off with her right here. It's something to look at her eyes. Even though she's still beautiful, I'm not saying she's not beautiful, but look at her eyes and how sadistic it kind of looks with Cassie right here versus the picture I just showed you. It's like a darker, sadistic, satanic look about her. This is during the time that she was doing the FOs and being made to do these very demeaning things where Diddy was having all these men coming and doing what they were doing, okay? She does not look happy. This looks forced, okay? And look at him. Always with the shades on because you can never see his eyes because during that time, he too was taking like prescription stuff and some other stuff. During that time, Cassie was saying he was taking a lot of ecstasy back then, so he would be high as well. Somebody said you can see the pain in her eyes. She's not happy. Let me show the picture again with her. Let's screenshot this. Okay, this is the picture that I really wanted to show y'all where she was sitting there like that. She don't look the same. It's amazing how a person can change when they get away from evil mess like that with Diddy. Okay, when people get away from that evilness. Now, let me show y'all here. That don't look like that don't look like the same person. Look at her eyes. Look at her smile. You can tell she is genuinely happy right here. There's a different look about her versus when her hair was shaved on the side when she was with Diddy going through what she was going through. She was in a very, very dark space when she was in that picture with her hair cut on the side, okay? So I had to show that to kind of connect the dots on that. Much happier now, okay? She has a husband who loves her and supports her. This guy, and I said it this morning, he was sent straight from God to, and in that moment, didn't even know Diddy hired this man to come and be her personal trainer. And the whole time she was talking to him and telling him little things that she was going through and that she was not happy. And he helped get her away from Diddy and hired her to get her away from Diddy. And she wound up falling in love with this guy. Now they have 2 beautiful daughters and I ain't gonna say where they live because I don't want to put that out there. I mean, I'm not gonna go that far because we know she just got that money. I ain't gonna be the one to put her business out there like that. But yeah, so she is now in a happy place with a husband who loves her that she can lay down with and give herself to become one with. She's been all this time trying to become one with all these people, with all these spirits and people. She probably didn't even know half the guys that were coming in that room because they were masked up. They were masked up. And during the time that these things were going on, she said that she was so high on stuff she didn't even know what the hell was going on. She didn't even know what was going on. She would be high on ecstasy and a whole lot of other things. And Diddy would be in the room with candles and stuff lit, like kind of like a sadistic ritual, if you will. Every time she had to do this, okay? So Diddy, I really hope that he gets what is coming to him. Jail time is a great place to start, okay? Great time to start with him, all right? But, child. But he was using his baby mamas to spy on his baby mama so that he can do what he was doing, which was so damn sadistic. All right, but let's continue. Y'all enjoying this tea so far? I hope it's juicy enough for you. Okay, I hope it's juicy enough for you. Got that one. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna play this last one. Okay, dialogue. Okay, dialogue. Okay, yeah. Record executive. Did we get that one? Oh, that's with Will Smith. Okay, this is a situation with Will Smith too. Or dialogue. Okay. All right, hold on, because I want to make sure I give y'all the right video because I got a whole lot. Oh, I got so much, Jesus, and I'm having to filter through some of this stuff. Kim Porter, no. All right, so let's do this one.
I will be a travel influencer.
All right, so this is gonna be the last one because what are we in? We're in an hour now.
Black Friday is on.
Let's get past this ad. This is gonna be with Keefy D speaking. Okay, Keefy D, y'all know is
the blue sweater with the turtleneck, him and him hugged up like this with the black hat. Have you ever seen that picture?
No, I don't recall. But I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let me pause. For those of you who don't know who Keefy D is the guy who was accused of unaliving Tupac, who is now serving prison time right now, awaiting trial for the unaliving for the death of Tupac Shakur, rapper Tupac Shakur. Okay. All right. So shout out to Art of Dialogue.
Yeah. That picture there, it was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just a bunch of weird shit. That whole fucking, yeah, that shit weird, dude. Yeah, bunch of, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no gay basher or none. I mean, none of that shit. But that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That shit, that whole party was weirdo out. Yeah, it was Jada Pinkett. But you saying that? You saying the whole party was weird? What did you see at the party that made it weird? I mean, I'm confused.
You talking about these Hollywood parties?
It was Illuminati. It's just weird.
Illuminati.
I know I wouldn't want to be part of no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from the old school, dude, and that shit wasn't really tolerated with my generation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hate crime, yes, but it's more tolerated these days and nothing like that. It's more, you know what I'm saying, more open now. You know what I'm saying? But back then it was kind of fishy. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of fishy. You know, but it's more, you know, out there now. The incident y'all had with Warren G and Kid Frost. Tell me about that, my man. Okay, Kid Frost had gave a party at the House of Blues. One of our big homeboys wanted to go with us. You know what I'm saying? So he went with us and he said, "Ooh, you young niggas have fun." So one of Kid Frost homies still on my big homie. But he didn't know that he was around, it was maybe about 20 of us. So the dude that shot my big homie, we beat the dog shit out of him. So my big homie, he came to. He like, "That's the motherfucker?" We like, "Yeah." And it was 2 security guards had him. Had the dude that we beat up from Kid Frost entourage. So my big homie knocked that motherfucker out while the yellow jacket, you know, the yellow jackets with the event security, they had to do. So my homie still knocked him out. Boom! So the dude with the yellow jacket was talking shit. "Man, what the fuck is wrong with him?" My homeboy knocked out him too. Bam! Like, woo! So the other one like, "Man, he got back." Little Jamaican dude come up talking shit. "Man, you going crazy?" My homeboy socked him too. So we went down to get our car for valet. And this dude, "It's LBC." And he like, "What the fuck is that?" And he said, "It's Long Beach City crib." So my homeboy knew this dude was an imposter. You from Long Beach, you gonna say Rolling 20s or Insane. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, real block boy. You know what I'm saying? 19th Street. You gonna say something. A real crib. So this nigga say he's from Long Beach City crib. My homeboy like, "Wait a minute." Knocked him out too.
All right, so he's talking about knocking everybody out. So basically what I wanted you guys to hear is that he was saying that at these industry parties is more so of Illuminati type stuff going on at these parties. He named out Jada Pinkett being there, Will Smith being there. He named out a few celebrities that he saw at these parties. And he was like, "This shit ain't for me," because it was like very satanic type stuff. So this is the type of stuff that is going on. And I told y'all this morning that TD Jakes have been seen at some of these parties. And it's so weird to me because he's supposed to be like this bishop. Thank you so much, Bridget J, for being a member, okay? For being a new member. Welcome, and thank you for being here. They were saying that TD Jakes is seen at a lot of these Diddy parties, which we know, like I told y'all, a lot of this crazy stuff be going on, but now people are saying that a lot of this satanic Illuminati type bullshit be going on at these parties, and it's weird for me to hear people like TD Jakes being there with a lot of this GAY stuff going on there with men being with men at a lot of these parties that Diddy have. And like I told y'all, he invites a lot of beautiful women to these parties because beautiful women attract men. Okay, so it's a lot of crazy sadistic crazy stuff going on there, and a lot of the Illuminati type bullshit as well. So yeah, that's the type of stuff that women like Cassie and women like Kamora Lee and women like Kim Porter and all these women. What's the lady's name? Dana, the baby mama, Dana Tran. All these women that were hanging with Diddy, they were subjected to this type of lifestyle because that's the type of lifestyle that he is subjected to. Okay. Yeah, they have these rituals there, guys. Rituals are being done at these parties, okay? I told y'all that. I told y'all that. That's where that evil mess comes from. And they're made to be in situations like that. All right. Now I wanted to show y'all this one more picture. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I put it up the other night. All right. Now I told y'all about the evilness, and you have to kind of look at it for what it is. Okay. You have to look at it for what it is. And this is a great picture to do. All right. So let's do it this way. Can I turn it this way? Because I want to blow it up so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. We talked about the evilness and how the Illuminati and a lot of this 666 mess is being hidden in plain sight. Okay. But a lot of people, if you don't know biblical stuff, then you won't catch it. Okay. We're going to do this and then we're going to get on out of here. All right. So I told y'all about how Beyonce is starting to incorporate like the horns and stuff like that into like her costumes or whatever. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's fly. That's no. Let me show you. Okay. Y'all see what that symbolizes? Okay. You want to go look in your book of Revelations? And that will break it down to you what it means when you see the horns. Okay. That will break it down to you in terms of what it means when you see the horns. Is there a troll in here? Let's go ahead and block them. Okay. When you see said stuff, that means you already know what that means. That's satanic. But a lot of people saw that as, oh, that's cool. That's not cool. That's satanic. That's satanic, okay? That's satanic. We talked about the horse. We talked about the horse as well, okay? That horse symbolizes something, all right? Yes. It symbolizes something. You see that? These things symbolize. You see the horns? That's satanic. So when you see those types of things, when you go to these concerts and you see all the smoke and mirrors and stuff like that with the red lights and the sadistic type music, that is satanic rituals right there in plain sight. We talked about it with Travis Scott with that whole show that he was doing where a lot of those people were unalived at that show. That was not a coincidence, okay? That was not a coincidence. That is what the industry is hiding. We talked about how satanic it is, where Satan, we already talked about how Satan was once an angel who was over the music department in heaven, and now he's ruling here on earth in terms of the music business, and he's taking them one by one. They are selling their souls to the industry in order to become these high-powered celebrities and to gain money. Money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. So when you see these high celebrities that have all these things, they come with a price. We talked about it last night, and I'm going to keep talking about it because these are things that's being done. Diddy is hiding behind satanic rituals as well, okay? Trafficking and all that is also included in these satanic rituals in terms of, because you got to have a body in order to house these satanic spirits in. So, and they choose these younger girls like Kimora was 15, 16 years old, like Cassie was 19 years old. She was naive when she met Diddy, and she was willing to do whatever she was told to do in order to have a career that she never wound up having. Okay. And that is what's being going on here in this industry. So bottom line is, guys, watch what you're listening to when there's nothing wrong with listening to rap music. There's nothing wrong with listening to music, period. But make sure you listen to what this music is saying and don't feed your spirit these satanic things, because rituals can also be done through music. You're listening to things and you think, oh my God, it's a nice beat. It's a nice beat. But bottom line is, satanic rituals are being done through music, and that's how they're getting these people. So understand that, educate yourself in that, look up stuff like I said with these horns and stuff like that. I like Beyonce. I'm not even gonna front. I like her music. The Renaissance album, I was blasting it still, but you got to educate yourself. You got to educate yourself. These people are being they're into that. Okay. Yes, they're being the goat horns and all that stuff, that's not a coincidence, okay? The goat horns and stuff, that's not a coincidence. I already told you guys the Rockefeller symbol. And let me show you guys, before we go, what that symbolizes. Because I've been looking up some stuff, okay? Let's see. Okay. All right, so let me get the image so you guys can see. Okay, now, like I told you guys, it's on your money. The pyramid with the eye, that is on your money. If you flip your money on the back, it is there. But that also symbolizes a satanic symbol as well, you guys, okay? That also symbolizes a satanic symbol as well, okay? The Rockefeller symbol, which I told you guys with the eye, where they if you go to any Jay-Z concert and they're doing this, that's kind of like a ritual, like a chant. And a lot of people, it's automatic when they say it's The Rock and he's doing that. When you look in the audience and everybody is doing it, not realizing what they're actually doing and what they're actually supporting. So that's why I said you have to educate yourself on what these things mean, okay? Because they are very sadistic, okay? Can I say the word sadistic? All right, yes. So that's what it is. I wanted to show you guys what that sign actually means. It's very, 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 okay? It's very satanic. All right. So yeah. Let's see. But let's get out of here. I'm not going to talk you guys to death. I hope you guys enjoyed the topics that we talked about, the tea that I spilled tonight. Somebody said new subscriber, really like your commentary. I appreciate it, Miss Sophisticated Brat. I like your name. That's cute. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I will continue to drop more tea as I dig it up, which I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to stay on this Diddy thing. I'm going to keep my foot on his neck. We need justice for Kim Porter. We really didn't get justice for Cassie. I mean, she did get monetary gain for that. She did get out of the situation, but we want justice for every woman that's been violated by Diddy. There needs to be, and I hope 50 Cent, like I said last night, I hope you go ahead and get on this surviving Diddy, because a lot of this needs to be uncovered. A lot of this needs to be talked about, because how do you bring giants down? By exposing them. How did they bring R. Kelly down? A person who thought that he could continue to get away with things through the surviving R. Kelly. It was very explosive and very, very, very eye-opening, okay? I watched every single episode, and I'm glad that I did, okay? So, yes, thank God for people like, and I know he wants to do it because he don't like him and he want to troll the hell out of him, but I respect it. Do whatever you got to do. All right, somebody said, great show, Caramel. Caramel, you have burned my whole mouth tonight. Yes, honey, I told you I had some stuff. But and then it helps, too, that I know a lot about music business, because I kind of deal a little bit in that. I've had contracts offered to me, and if they're not right, I turn them down. I can be a solo artist, independent, and still make my money and do me and not have to deal with the bullshit that comes with it, okay? I've been offered 2 musical contracts, okay? And I've turned both of them down and decided to be independent. And that's worked for me very well, okay? I don't regret it. And I still have one that I turned down that's still offering to still want to sign me, because my music is just that good. I write my own stuff and I know about the music industry. I've studied contracts. I know about contracts. Bottom line, and that's how I can tell you guys about stuff in the music business, because I know a lot about it. But I will continue to pull up things and expose. Okay, that's what it's going to be about, exposing. So you guys continue to come on back, and I'll continue to keep giving you guys great commentary. All right. Thanks for being here, Moz. Thank you for doing a great job of keeping the trolling down. I see we did have a troll tonight. We're going to have one every so often, and it's fine. And also, thank you so much for any content creators that joined us tonight. All right, Caramelians, love you guys all the way down to the ground. Thank you guys for the super chats and for any cash apps that you guys may have sent as well. All right, thanks for supporting the channel, and goodbye.